Hello, I'm Bood and welcome to the channel and welcome to Bielsa Ball. Now, I've made this video, it's a little experiment, mainly because I heard of a comment from Pep Guardiola and that sent me down a bit of a rabbit hole on YouTube watching videos about him. Like most people in England, we maybe didn't know too much about him until he became the manager of Leeds. But he's a very, very interesting character, especially when you learn more about him. Now, he's a manager that back in his own country, they call him crazy. I think they call him El Loco because of things he's done in the past. I think once when he was at Newell's Old Boys, apparently he held a grenade at him to pretend to throw it at him, which is a little bit nuts. But it has all these methods, and a lot of people in the footballing world say he's one of the most influential managers ever, even though he hasn't really won a lot. I mean, he won a couple of titles with Newell's Old Boys. I think he won Olympic gold with Argentina. He had a cracking team as well. Probably should have won a World Cup at least. And he's won the championship with Leeds. But he's had a great career, Marseille, Atletico Bilbao, a few other teams. But he's a man that apparently he don't really want to go to a big team. He don't want that big job. He's got to have a love for something. He's got to have a passion for it. Like with Leeds, I think he saw Leeds, who are a massive club, but have been on hard times obviously before he came. But before he went there, apparently he had to learn about the people, he had to learn about the city. Atletico Club Bilbao, when he went there, he liked the challenge of it because he could only sign Basque players. Things like this seem to attract him, and he is a bit of a random character. Which he is quite interesting. I'm a Manchester United fan, but I've found him to be really interesting learning about him. Mad training sessions. He don't get really close to his players. I don't think he's even learned English yet. But he likes to play a very attacking football, fast football, high press football. He sticks to his methods and he doesn't really change, which can be a fault maybe it can. But the core of this video is basically listen to what Pep Guardiola said. He says he's the greatest manager ever. A true inspiration. He's copied a lot from him. Apparently, when Pep retired from playing, he went over to see him. They had a chat and ended up talking straight for like 11 hours. So I just thought that would be interesting, but I also thought it'd be interesting to see what can this local manager do with some other teams. So, like with anything like this, you can't select everyone. I've selected 3 teams for specific reasons. For me personally, hopefully you're going to enjoy that. So no shoulda, woulda, couldas, please in the comments. So basically, I've decided to put him at teams just to test him. Let's see what he can do. But what we're also going to do is swap the managers. So the team he takes over, we're going to have a quick look at how the other manager does with his Leeds team. So we are on FM21 still, coming towards the end, but I'm using an updated database, a transfer deadline day database. So what we're going to do is we're going to put Bielsa in charge of Manchester City. Yeah, mainly because it's Manchester City, they've got loads of top players, and Pep Guardiola says he's the best manager in the world, so that basically you're saying he's better than you. So what can he do with your Manchester City team, and how can Pep do with Leeds? He's had it easy, hasn't he? World-class Barca team, world-class Bayern team, world-class City team. Let's see what he can do with Leeds. And next up, we're going to put him at Spurs. Now I've chosen Spurs because of the old Big Six. They probably were the bottom of the Big Six. You know, they're a big team, great stadium, great facilities, got some really, really good players. But can he push them over that edge? Can he win him a trophy? And how will Nuno do at Leeds? And last but not least, and this may hurt any Leeds fans, because we are rivals. I've got a lot of love for Leeds, so I don't take it too serious. I'm going to put him in charge of Manchester United, because when you look at his attributes in a minute in game and compare him to Ollie's, he's well better. How would he do at Manchester United playing attacking football with our players? Can he win us a freaking trophy? Well, we're going to find out in this video. If you enjoy it, hit that thumbs up. If you're brand new, feel free to subscribe. Make sure you go and check out all my other content. I've got loads of new stuff coming for FM22. And if you really want to help the channel out and become part of a future series of mine, you can always become a patron. Links to that down below. Right, I love chatting. Let's get into it. So we're going to start here, and you're looking at Premier League. It is the updated database Premier League with all the managers at the correct teams. Now, I've said this on my hashtag out series. You can run a simulation multiple times and get different results. I always think it's fair when you do any kind of experiment, just do it once. Do it once and compare them and use that. So that's what we've done. I just wanted to run this updated database with all the correct teams and all the correct players and see what we get. So we're looking at the Premier League. City win it, United come second, Spurs finished 6th, Leeds under Marcelo finished 11th. Now, Man City did a domestic treble. They won the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup, beating West Ham, weirdly, in both finals. Unlucky West Ham. But now, we're going to do it again. But we're going to put him in the different roles and see how well he does. See if his skills at a bigger team, because this is no offence to Leeds. Leeds are a massive club. I'm not knocking Leeds one bit, but they have been down in the Championship a while. It's going to take Leeds a while. Keep getting that Premier League money to get them back up to being elite. But I still think Leeds are a huge, huge team. Let's put him with some world stars on. Let's see what he can do. I'm going to start with Pep. He is now currently at Leeds United. What can he do with a team like this? He should do a lot, really, shouldn't he? With attributes like that. I mean, his attributes are insane on the game. But, I mean, this is no knock on Pep. He's a great manager. But I've said this before. He had one of the best Barcelona teams ever. Think of the players he had. He went to Bayern Munich, who just won a treble the year before he went there. And it's not hard to win with them in that league. And he went to City with great players and loads of money. He's never really been tested. He hasn't done a Jose, has he? Won the Champions League with the Porto. So what can he do at Leeds? But let's move over to Manchester City and Bielsa in charge of the Blues. He's got loads of talent here. He's got a bit of money. But like on my hashtag out videos, the first transfer window is shut. They will only get the January transfer window to make any changes. Not that he probably will need to make any changes. I mean, you expect him to do well here. I know that. But if Pep's saying he's better than him, Pep just won a domestic treble. What can he win? Surely he should do very well with a team like this. And look at his attributes. They are really, really, really good. Now, it says his preferred formation is a 4-3-3. But when you learn about him, apparently he made his own formation. Is it the 3-3-1-3? Now, I don't watch much of Leeds. Don't watch him at all. So if you are a Leeds United fan, you know, what is his preferred formation? I know his training methods are crazy, like long and hard. I know he likes to play attacking football. Apparently, you know, he wants to be in complete control. Throw-ins and everything have got to be fast. You do hear, I've got a few Leeds friends. You know, it is exciting to watch Leeds sometimes, but he could do with doing a bit of defensive work, but he don't do it. He sticks to his guns, man. Fair play to him. Well, Pep is still in charge at Leeds United. He's not been sacked. You wouldn't expect him to. He got to the quarterfinals of the Carabao Cup. He got to the quarterfinals of the FA Cup as well, which is pretty good. And if you're looking at the top, you can see he finished 11th in the Premier League, 45 points, won 11, drew 12, lost 15. So that's pretty respectable. I wasn't expecting him to get top 4, but yeah, that's not bad mid-table. But of course, look who won the league. So, I mean, you expect him to. I mean, Pep did it. You expect him to do it. So that's pretty good. And they won it on goal difference. Man United, man. Yeah, so at least he won it. And that's all that matters. Although, unlike Pep, he wasn't going to do a domestic treble. He got knocked out of the Carabao Cup by Arsenal in the 3rd round. But went on and won the FA Cup. So that is pretty cool, to be fair. So he's a top manager and this is a top team. I know. I just wanted to see how he could do with it. Because Pep says he's the best. And, you know, Pep says as well, he said in an interview once, if you put him in charge of your team, he will make them better. I don't know if he'd make them better than you, Pep, but he definitely would win trophies according to Football Manager. He didn't win the Champions League though. He got knocked out by Liverpool in the quarter-final after dominating his group pretty much and knocking out Inter. That's a bit gutting. He bought 3 players in January. One was a young Brazilian who I've never heard of. Got no face in my face pack. Looks okay, no wonder kid. He bought a decent-ish left-back from Paris Saint-Germain. And then a young Portuguese midfielder, 21-year-old Andre Almeida, who looks, again, okay. So he's not been out there and bought loads of superstars. But I think, given the keys to a team like City, he would do very well. And I think, you know, if you go off Football Manager and you believe it's realistic, I think he would. And a few people have said, you know, he's all right at Leeds, but could he ever be in line for a big job? But then when you do learn about him, I don't know if he'd ever would. I think he likes a team like Leeds. It was a challenge. He said that himself. Massive team, great history, needs to be put back on top, and that motivates him. He's got to love something or he's gone. Now over to the Tottenham Experiment, and Nuno is there now in charge of Leeds. Be interested to see how well he does compared to Pep. But it's not about him really. Bit of a comparison. It's more about Bielsa. And of course, he's in charge at Spurs. Spurs, big club, man. Loads of fans. I've got a really good friend at work called Lee. I've got a really good friend who's a subscriber called Lee. And they're both from down south, and they're both Spurs fans. And I think they both don't like Nuno. A lot of hashtag Nuno out, even though he's only just got there. Spurs just like a nearly team, aren't they? They won the odd trophy over my lifetime. Nothing major. They got to a Champions League final, of course. But can he, with his ability, kick him on? Looking at Nuno quickly though, he's not a bad manager, is he? I mean, he did alright at Wolves. He's had a few good jobs though. I remember it when he was at Valencia. I remember watching an interview with him. I thought he was going to do wonders there. Went to FC Porto and obviously did well with Wolves, really. I'm surprised he left Wolves. Some people say he's a bit defensive. So he's like the complete opposite, really, isn't he? So we've jumped forward and we're looking at the Premier League, and you can see Nuno finished with Leeds in 14th, which is okay. Not as good as Pep, but he isn't Pep Guardiola. What is amazing though, now like I said this before, I'll save it at the start. A holiday year, save it, I don't look. I like to feel fresh with it. Spurs finished in 4th, above Arsenal by a bit of a distance, really. Winning 21, drawing in 10, only losing 7 games. Harry Kane, the best player in the league. He turned Harry Kane into an absolute beast. Not the highest goal scorer, but look at the average rating. He likes his tactics, doesn't he? Surely. Nuno managed to get to the 4th round of the Carabao Cup, getting knocked out by Norwich. And embarrassingly, this is embarrassing. I love Oldham Athletic. Original founding member of the Premier League. He was beaten in the 3rd round by Oldham in extra time. And I love that. I love that for multiple reasons, because he's won a trophy, which is great. Great for Spurs. That is pretty freaking cool. But he also beat Chelsea in the semis on penalties, and then beat Manchester City. Beat Pep Guardiola, Manchester City, in the final. Pep's right, man. He must be right. But he got knocked out of the FA Cup. Did he do that with City? Got knocked out early in one, won another. Same here with Spurs. But he's picked up some silverware. But that's not it. Because he was in Europe. The Europa League, had to qualify for it. Only dropped 2 games in his group. Then he knocked Sevilla out. Benfica out. Salzburg out, but unfortunately got knocked out in the semi-finals against Napoli. Brave comeback at home 3-1, but it wasn't enough. But I think that's pretty respectable. Top 4, got him in the Champions League, won a trophy. He's doing pretty well, isn't he? He signed 1 player for Spurs in January, and that was 24-year-old left winger Nicolas Dela Cruz from River Plate. It looks decent, to be fair, but yeah, just 1 player working in that squad. I think he did very well. But now on to the one I'm really interested in, because I'm not saying I want Bielsa as my manager, but I am probably more in the hashtag Ollie out camp. I just don't think he's, tactically great. I don't think he commands any kind of real respect sometimes. I just don't. I said this in the hashtag Ollie out video, but what would someone like Bielsa do at United? Playing attacking football. We love attacking football. Kicking their players' arse. Can he do something special with our United team? Because we've got a great squad. I just think sometimes team selections, stuff like that, is a bit crap. And how will Ollie do at Leeds? Because, we all know what he did at Cardiff. Hopefully he don't get Leeds relegated. Now, these are his attributes, and I don't think they're that great. I don't think they're the attributes of someone who should be in charge of one of the biggest and best clubs in the world. And I've already showed you at Bielsa, but let's just look at that and then jump over quickly. Instant improvement, really, isn't it? He's a lot better. I mean, a lot better. I know he's 65 years old, but what a career, man. What can he do with my team? Well, to be fair to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, I might have knocked him. He did better than Pep there, did he? Finished 9th, which is pretty good. Fair play to you, mate. Bielsa, though, finished 3rd in the league, which ain't bad. Was it the first one? Again, when City won the league, and it was goal difference, wasn't it? 88 points apiece. So, yeah, he didn't do as well with Manchester United as he did with City. So Ollie under Leeds was knocked out straight away in the Carabao Cup and reached the quarter-finals of the FA Cup, being beaten by Spurs. I'll take that. How good's this, by the way? Knocking out City in the quarter-finals 1-0, going on and beating Southampton 3-2 in the final. I like that a lot. Look at that. Ooh. lost the final of the FA Cup to Spurs. My Lee mates would love that. Honestly. Beat City though. Knocked City out. Knocked Southampton out 3-2 again, weirdly. And then lost the final. Is that Nuno though? No, it's not, because he got sacked about 10 days after he won. They finished 7th. He won the FA Cup and they sacked him. About 10 days after he won them the FA Cup. I mean, God, Spurs, man. Crazy. Loco. But this is a thing of beauty. This is a thing of beauty. Now he keeps knocking out City for fun. Lost 2 games in his group but got through it. Scraped through against Juventus. Look at that for a battle. Knocked out Liverpool and City to get to the final and beat Borussia Dortmund 2-0. So he won Manchester. I'll take it. Won Manchester United the freaking Champions League. I love that. Thank you very much, Bielsa. Thank you very much. He brought in 3 players while he was at United. Jesus Corona from FC Porto for pretty big money, about 25 million. Then he signed young Bosnian, who I can't pronounce his name, 22-year-old, Anel something. Another youngster, 22-year-old Felipe Soares. From a team I can't pronounce. I can't pronounce a lot of things. 3 decent players. Well, this is where he really belongs at Leeds United. I think he's done fantastic work here in real life. He's an interesting character. Honestly, check out some of the videos about him on YouTube. Really cool to watch, especially when you hear about his old days back in Argentina and with the Argentina national team. Especially, I mean, one criticism of him, he had Batistuta and Crespo pretty much in their prime, and he just would not play them both together. Imagine how good that'd be, Batistuta and Crespo. I remember back in the Champ Manager days, there's 2 of my go-to guys to win me stuff. He wouldn't play them together, and I think Batistuta criticised him for that because I think they were close, weren't they, to winning stuff. I mean, he was close to winning stuff at Athletic Bilbao. I think he lost a Copa del Rey final and the Europa League as well, I think. So, he's nearly won big things, but he's never really won anything big. Hopefully he can do that with Leeds. As a United fan, genuinely, it'd be great if you could pick him up something, FA Cup or something, I don't know, in real life. But he's an interesting character and I enjoyed making this. Bit of fun. Really did enjoy it, actually. So he didn't do too bad, really, at the 3 teams. He won a trophy for every single club. At Manchester City, he won the FA Cup and the Premier League and won Manager of the Year. At Spurs, he picked up the Carabao Cup and got back into the Champions League, which I think's fantastic with a team like Spurs. And then at Manchester United, he picked up a Carabao Cup, but he won us a Champions League. Didn't win Manager of the Year, but a Champions League is pretty special. So hopefully you enjoyed that. It's just a bit of fun coming towards the end of FM21. I enjoyed putting it together. If you did enjoy it, hit that thumbs up, subscribe if you're new. Let me know in the comments what you think of him as a manager and what you think about how he did at these teams and maybe where you think he could do well at. I don't think he'll ever go to a big club, even if they offered him. I just don't think he would. I just don't think he's that kind of guy. He's different mould, man. So anyway, thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it. I really, really do. Stay happy, stay safe. I'm Bood. Bye-bye.